YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back on the Himyar campaign in Total War Attila. Well, why am I in the Himyar campaign all of a sudden and not Napoleon? Napoleon, the Austria campaign crashed 6 different times today, and in fact I've wasted a couple of hours of precious recording time trying to get it working, and I just can't. The view count on it, to be honest, is pretty lackluster right now. It doesn't seem like there's a huge fan base for it. I do want to finish it, but I mean, I have wasted hours trying to recording it, and I can't get it to work. Well, why not just start like a West Rome campaign, because that's what I had in mind to do next. Well, there's a few reasons why I haven't started that one just yet. Number one, they're about to release a culture pack in 5 days, and it's probably going to come with a patch, so I do not want to patch my game, or have to go through a patch in the middle of my campaign. I want to wait till the patch comes through, we see what it does, and then also I want to see some suggestions you all have for mods that I should use with the West Roman campaign. Now, not complete overhaul mods, I just mean mods that tweak simple things like a historical reskin, or just like, I don't know, just something that makes the West Roman Empire slightly better, but doesn't change really the base game, so that it's still basically just a vanilla playthrough, but again with just a couple of tweaks. So in our Himyar campaign, we do have a pretty massive push going on against the Sassanids. They're kind of like stuck out here at Constantia. It seems like, yeah, I was training a new fleet here because we lost a fleet. I can't believe the Garmontians are still alive. Enemy fleet? Wow. Wonder if we could kill that enemy fleet with this navy. They're gonna run away. Can we catch them?
Ready for orders. All hands to the oars. We still have a wind, my lord.
Yeah, I think we can catch them. I want to see if we can get rid of that Garmontian fleet there. I don't know how we took captives at sea, but we did. Yeah, I want to get rid of them altogether. I thought we had gotten rid of all the Garmontians, but apparently not. Apparently we did clean them out for the most part, though, and things should be quite a bit better. So I do need to scoot my screen over just a little bit. I'm getting some glare. I have to use a light to help with the webcam, and I was getting quite a bit of glare on my mini-map there. Looks like this is my faction leader there in the cool mask. He's training some Rumha warriors here. And we've got our agents. I'm just trying to remember exactly what I'm up to. I need to keep the push going on the Sassanids. And it looks like I had just captured maybe Ecbatana. Man, it's been so long since I played this. I'm going to have to get back into the right mindset here. Can't recruit anything good at Ctesiphon at the moment. We're just trying to maintain the happiness there, it looks like. And we can unlock a building chain here, and I'm going to do that. Public order. It does give me a little bit of extra public order here. I'm going to do that just for now. Having this high-level wheat farm there probably doesn't help the public order, so we'll see what we can do to help offset it. I have a ton of money, so money's not an issue. Going to go ahead and just upgrade buildings where I know there's no argument. I can't remember what all I was up to here. We have access to furs, but I am not, or yeah, we do have a fur trader, so we're good there. Got a polo pitch. Just trying to remember what I was working on trying to do. It'd be nice to have a palace that comes down the courthouse route. I'm trying to remember everything goes. Library, gardens, polo pitch. Yeah, what is the palace just eats extra food consumption? We've only got 75 extra food in this province. So half of me wonders if we should do a food trader, but then I wouldn't have, yeah, I'll have one more slot I can open up to. Public order is extremely good. So I'm thinking let's do a bazaar and then move on to a food trader, and then maybe we can turn this one into a palace. It'd be pretty cool to have the palace. I don't think we need this building here, and I might just put like another food producing structure in. I mean, it gives us a little bit of public order, but I mean, it's not really doing a whole lot for us. Caravan, wealth, tariffs faction wide. That's interesting. I'm not really hurting for money though, so let's tear that down. do that little bit of work there. Man, it has been a long time since I played this campaign, and it is going to take me a while to get back in the right mindset. Looks like Antioch's in decent shape. We got this spy. Let's just kind of push forward, take a look, see if we can spot many enemy armies up there. Got another spy here. Let's push the spies forward. Just kind of see what our enemies have for us. Let's go spy ahead up here to Raga. And then there's a desolate settlement there that's also part of this. Yeah, I'd like to take over the Sassanid homelands. Got an unassigned skill that we can give to this character. I do like the Attila campaign, and playing some of the other campaigns reminds me why I like it. It definitely has some stuff that I'm not a huge fan of in terms of some issues and stuff. Oh, we did destroy the Garmontians. That's great. Good, good. Garmontians are gone. This makes me very pleased. I would like to capture Constantinople on this campaign, and maybe that's what I'll do for the next few days, is just play this campaign and see if we can capture Constantinople. And I would say that that's got to be a victory. Defeating the Sassanids and taking control of Constantinople would be a pretty epic task for the... the Sassanids are just fleeing from Constantia. Once my fleet is ready, I will go and seize it. We've got quite a bit of fleet building to do. Now, this campaign is going to be the opposite of my Austria campaign. We're making a ton of money in this campaign. Apparently, the Austrian economist came back in time and helped my Lockmids, or my Himyar start making a ton of money. You all excited for the Slavs culture pack? I'm curious to see, if it's any good. I don't think I can beat these guys, so I'm just gonna let them take that, and I'll retake my settlement with the nearby army. They may just like raise me or something there too. Yeah, they just hit and ran there, which is gonna just cause public order problems more than anything. Looks like we got a pretty decent sized enemy force at Iconium. Once this winter time is over, though, we should be able to push forward. Yeah, so I did see some pretty cool historical reskins for the West Rome. The Plumbata. If someone can help me with this, the Plumbata dart mod that I was using to make the Romans actually throw Plumbata, looks like it's out of date. Is there anybody who knows of another mod that does that, that's in date? Or does someone know how to update that mod to where I could keep using it? I really like the mod where the Romans... why are the Romans not using the Plumbata darts? It was actually entirely infuriating. If someone can help me fix that, I would be greatly appreciative. Looks like we got a couple of fire ships on the way. Let's get some Eastern War, or Dromon warships. Probably need quite a few of these because we need a lot of infantry for invading little villages and stuff. In fact, I'm probably just going to tank out the rest of the fleet with those. So there we go. We got a ton of money, so why not? So we got that set. This Amida was the one that was raised there. Got that militia encampment. I think that's what allows us to, do Rumha warriors. So I don't really know where those bad guys came from, but they just kind of headed to back off into these desolate areas. Thinking, I don't know if Tarsus can really hold its own in terms of public order. We'll do what we can, though. Let's throw a polo pitch down here. We got the bazaar. Excuse me. I'm going to throw a food trader in there. We are in the negative in food in this province right now. We need to capture Iconium. And I'd kind of like to get Trapezus up here. I don't know. That's probably the next best move for my troops. Let's move that way. There is a Sassanid army here, and they are fortified and wish to fight me. Let's see, what are they being? Oh, they're getting reinforcements. They have a decent number of men here. Let's go ahead and fight this so that we can get some battle action going here. I'm going to cut off the... Well, no, I won't cut it off because it's not going to take us long to deploy and get to the fort. I'm thinking Napoleon Total War, Attila's got a lot faster pace, so it shouldn't be a big deal, and it loads... Seems like it loads faster, so no need to cut off here. I will cut off, though, if I have to on these campaigns. I don't mind editing them from time to time if it's going to make it a lot more watchable, but right here I don't think it's real necessary for me to cut off and stop recording. Let's start our deployments. Sorry, I need to grab a drink real quick. Throat gets scratchy sometimes trying to do the recording because I talk too much. Got Himyarite Shotalai and some other cavalry here. Let's swing our cavalry out this way. I got a bunch of hurlers. I'm going to use my hurlers to tank some of the tower fire. Get my Baltha defenders in. I do have some onager. Take them off fire at will. And I have one spear unit. We can use them to tank up missile fire as well. Let's go ahead and start the battle. Let's tell my onager to trash that tower. Use flaming rounds to do so. I'm going to put my skirmishers in loose formation and move up and start tanking some fire from enemy towers.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, my onager has opened fire. Those towers have quite a range on them there. Enemy reinforcements are here, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Let's plop that down out of the way. We've actually set their gate or their fort on fire over here, so that's kind of nice. That'll help us get in easier with our cavalry as the wall starts to burn down. Got my hurlers here. I'm just going to kind of pull them up and let them do some firing, and let's get these Baltha defenders ready to break their way into the fort. Bring my warlord up. Golly, onager is so horribly inaccurate. I think this area of wall will soon burn to the ground and allow me to get in. Okay, my Baltha defenders are almost in position. Come on, let's go, onager. Let's actually hit our target here. There we go. So that's going to be gone. Let's go ahead and tell our onager to, I don't know, maybe just target some of these units here.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
Okay, that tower's gone, so we can start moving cavalry in that way. Oh crap, we're about to get nailed over here by a cavalry charge. I get into a formation. Holy crap. Those Lockman scouts just came in at like lightning speed. They're going to do a lot of damage to my Baltha defenders. And my slingers are going to do even more damage to my own Baltha defenders. Stop firing for a minute. Let's pull this unit back. Okay, go ahead and start firing again. Let's pull up this spearman. We can't burn down the walls, but the walls have collapsed over here, which means that we can start to bring our cavalry that way. I'm firing flaming shot right up into the middle of the fort. See if we can damage a bunch of the men. That Lockman scout is being quite annoying. Okay, my Baltha defenders are attacking their guys in a giant blob here. Probably not the most efficient manner, and actually I am losing a lot of men right here. Probably need to cease fire with my hurlers, pull them over this way. Let's bring some armored camel warriors up here as quickly as we can. And I'm going to lay down those Armenian spears. Oh man, yeah, firing my onager right into this blob is probably not the most brilliant thing ever. Woo! Definitely hit a few of my own men with that. But this rear charge here by a bunch of armored camel warriors will probably finish off a lot of the enemies here. Let's chase down that Savrin Sardar and then zoom in on the carnage right here. So my blob made them blob, and then with the cavalry rear charges from all my heavy camels. That should be a knockout punch to all these Armenian spears. The Savran Sardar is engaged. These spearmen are about to rout. I'm going to let them finish routing. And as soon as this blob breaks up, I can send these cavalry to reinforce. Okay, that blob is indeed breaking up. There are enemy reinforcements incoming. Let's pull these units back out of here. Let's go support against the Savran Sardar. Our cavalry here got absolutely cut down by horse archer fire. Let's just get them away alive. Got rid of those Armenian spears. How'd you like me just frontally charging the Armenian spears and defeating them? Okay, that cavalry is going to escape alive so that we can retrain it. Okay, Assassinate General's dead. I'm going to go try and capture that tower real quick. I'm going to do the same thing, go capture that tower. Let's just blob up, get rid of these Armenian spears. And I got some cavalry, let's pull it back and keep it ready. So yeah, we should start capturing their towers so that they'll cease fire. And most of the enemy units are now starting to flee, so probably appropriate to just chase them down. Actually, get back over there and capture the tower, please. It takes so long to capture towers sometimes. Certain units have different capture power. Let's go ahead and bring our general up here too. Let's go ahead and send a Balta defender up here to capture that. Oh crap, there's a freaking spearman right there. We need to go chop it down so that we can get through there. Man, it does take absolutely forever to capture these towers. Seems a bit redonkulous. This one is almost captured, but I lost a ton of my guys doing it. It's okay though. Go to shield wall there. We got their spears out of the way, which means these cavalry are now free to run down all the fleeing Sassanid troops. So should find ourselves in good shape here. This tower is about to be mine, and then I can pull this Himyarite Shotalai back. Once that, or it'll destroy the tower, and I can just pull back from their ranged units. I do have ammo left with my slingers, so let's just pull it up and get rid of these guys. Okay. Let's take our general. Increase our missile block chance. Just get away from there alive. There we go. Just want these cavalry units alive so they can retrain. And not have to be re-recruited. I'm going to start chasing this blob here with my armored camel warriors. And I'm going to chase the enemy just momentarily and fast forward so that way we can kill a ton of these Sassanid units here. That big fleeing blob of Sassanids needs to turn to a pile of bodies on the ground. Let's take our general. Go chase these guys. You all go get them. There you go. So we just got our guys split up, chasing down as many fleeing enemy troops as possible. Just want to make sure that these guys are not very powerful when they regroup, because I lost more men here than I would have liked. Go ahead and end that battle. So that was going to be successful there. 415, 702 kills there. The heavy camel cavalry is just absolutely priceless in these campaigns. It took a lot of losses on a bunch of my men. But we'll just take on enemy warriors. It'll hurt my experience a little bit, but it'll get some of those units that I had taken quite a bit of damage on and allow us to basically just push right on up here and auto-resolve and take Trapezus. We do have a skirmish advantage, so I'm going to use the protective stance. Should help me at taking fewer losses. So took Trapezus there. Decisive victory. We will occupy it. And we now just need the capital, which is there. And it is capturable on this turn with this army here. These Roomhut warriors could get an upgrade of some sort, it looks like. Sweet. got them some extra.
We fight for you, my lord.
Got them some extra armor and stuff apparently.
We'll escape.
And we don't need siege equipment here, so again I'm going to use a protective stance because I should have superior skirmishing. Stabbing that guy's head off with a mace, that is definitely a talent that the Himyar have. It's an ancient Himyar technique. The mace thrust to the throat.
At your command.
Don't underestimate it. We don't need the armor. Well, actually, I wonder if I can upgrade my guys with it. We can. So do that. Now we can tear down the armor. So yeah, we'll trash it. We've got a bazaar and a plaza. Let's convert. Well, we need to repair that. Repair that. We'll basically repair all this stuff. Tear that Christian building down because we don't need it. Armored camel warriors and a garrison. Let's see what else we got over here. We don't need that super high level military port. Let's start tearing it down. Let's keep the weaver. The stables. Let's repair it and I'll convert. Upgrade that. We'll tear down the religious one so we can build another one that we need there, and then I'll probably go ahead and run the upgrade on the military building there. The Sassanids do have a little fleet here, which I guess could be problematic, but this army is completely retrained. We can move up to Antioch. Actually, let's move all the way up to Tarsus, because I don't think that Antioch's going to be having any problems, whereas Tarsus is probably going to be upset. Let's see, if we take this guy off of his agent ability, let's move him forward up into this province where we can use his ability to spread influence better. Let's take a look at my agents. Summary, champions, governors, fleets, priest, 3 of 3. Okay, yeah, so not much else I can do in terms of doing something different with my priest. So I'd say that was a pretty successful turn end. The question is, do we want to do something back here as well? And I would think the answer should be yes. This Armenian army there at Raga, I'm assuming we should probably push forward and take Raga. Let's go ahead and upgrade to the polo pitch. We got the Silk Road Market, which gives us textiles. That's pretty cool. Thinking of converting this one over because it gives us, it does cost food consumption, but I mean it's okay. Let's take this and push on to Raga.
Laying siege to the settlement.
And let's just encircle these guys and see what happens here. Let's go ahead and end the turn. I have an unassigned skill for one of my generals. Interesting. Fatigue rates, replenishment probably wouldn't hurt. We can get up to plus 6% replenishment. So we'll take that. Let's go ahead and end this turn. So we should be able to push all of the Sassanids and their puppet states out of Asia Minor here pretty soon. And be getting close to Constantinople within a reasonable amount of time. Looks like the Sassanid fleet pulling back, which is fine with me. Small Sassanid army may be trying to get behind me there. We have not seen the Huns for the most part in this campaign. Might be fun eventually to bump into them if we do. Apparently the East Roman Empire is alive. They're up there in the turn end. So they survived somewhere, though severely weakened by the supreme Sassanid assault that they received in the beginning of the game. Okay, here's an Armenian army dropping down to Nispis, which, I'm trying to think, they have elite Dalamite infantry. I mean, I could possibly win this by doing some rear charges and stuff. And it's probably worth fighting so that they can't jack this city up. Though I do think that I probably have forces nearby. But basically I'm out of time for this episode, so let's go ahead and call it good for here. And I will see you all back with another episode of the Himyar campaign. We'll just see how much of this we can finish in between now and when the Slavic DLC factions hit. And then we can try and start a West Roman campaign at that point. Like I said, sorry about the Napoleon campaign. I'm trying. It's not working, and I don't want to waste a lot of time on it. Heir of Carthage signing out for now.